Hello everybody, this is Gareth Goon Speaks back here with another video. I'd like you to hit the subscribe bar, give me a thumbs up if you like the video, or hit the notification bell to be notified when I post my next post. Or otherwise you can donate to my ministry and the charities that I support at garethcahoon3@gmail.com on PayPal. This one here is about America's Islamic earthquake. Wave of Muslims hope to ride Mamdani effect into Congress. A political earthquake threatens to reshape America. Muslim candidates are winning US primary elections and political offices in record numbers. These victories have led to a concern among some Americans that growing Muslim political influence could lead to greater anti-Semitism and possibly Sharia law in Islamic communities. Last November, a record 42 Muslim Americans swept into public office, an unprecedented shift leading the pack. Zoran Mamdani becoming New York's mayor. His win sent shockwaves through the political establishment. With midterm elections just months away, analysis foresee a Mamdani effect and its influence is only growing. Sam Westrop, Middle East Forum Director, says these Muslim electoral gains are no accident, calling them the result of a decades-long strategy of lobbying and candidate training first implemented in the late 2000s. What is happening now in New York, New Jersey, and indeed in Michigan and across the country is we are seeing the fruits of those efforts, decades of development by Islamist radicals into building the infrastructure that is now allowing dangerous radicals to run for office, Westrop said. 8 years ago, Muslim American voters made history by propelling Rashida Tlaib of Michigan and Ilhan Omar of Minnesota into Congress as the first Muslim women to serve on Capitol Hill. Today, a new wave is poised for even bigger breakthroughs, especially in deep blue states where energized Muslim communities can carry outsized influence to low turnout primaries. Behind the headlines, however, a more complicated story is unfolding while some candidates like New Jersey Adam Hansaway have impressive public service records. Critics say there's more beneath the surface. Westrop said Hathaway was or has a history of involvement with Islamic causes. Recent allegations have surfaced regarding his role as a witness in a terrorism trial many years ago. In 1995, Hemsway testified in defense of Omar Abdul Rahman, known as the Blind Sheikh, accused of masterminding the 1993 World Trade Center bombing. Though Hemsway has since distanced himself, critics argue his testimony minimised the Sheikh's extremism, raising new questions about his judgment. In 2024 again and in 2025, Hamoui volunteered as a doctor in Gaza. His work at a hospital in Khan Yunis was praised by some and questioned by others. His trips were sponsored by the Palestinian American Medical Association, a group dogged by accusations of Hamas ties, allegations firmly denied by the group. So are there concerns about Hamoui, and the best thing that he could do is to explain his relationship with some of these radical organisations in the United States. The silence on his part is concerning to me, and he's not the only candidate that happily looks the other way, Westrop said. Publicly, Hamoui condemns anti-Semitism in the October 7th attacks on Israeli civilians. At the same time, he criticises Israel, calling it an apartheid state, labelling it Gaza its Gaza campaign as a genocide and demanding Washington cut military aid. Other prominent Muslim candidates share those views include New York primary winner Dominican Darley's Aviela Chevalier and Palestinian Aber Kawas, as well as Egyptian-born Michigan senatorial candidate Abdul El Said. Westrup said there's no doubt about his Islamist affiliations. He is heavily and openly backed by some pretty dangerous groups and has long-standing history of involvement with Islamist organizations in Michigan, so we should be deeply concerned about him. Westrop and others believe all Americans should be concerned because of Islamists gain enough seats in the state legislature and Congress, radical agendas could become law. Primary winners Chevalier and Kawas are closely affiliated with the Democratic Socialists of America, the DSA. Some of their critics fear the strengthening of a red-green alliance, Muslims working with leftists to impose a radical agenda of expansive government control. Jewish Americans say anti-Israel rhetoric from the left and Islamist office holders could also fuel a surge in anti-Semitic hate crimes. Others warn that the Sharia law could spread in segregated Muslim enclaves, such as East Plano, Texas. The concern has led to the Sharia Free America caucus. I remember British Islamists 10 to 20 years ago doing exactly this in Northern England, and it led to deeply segregated societies, and it was these Islamist communities in Northern England from where radicals emerged who were radicalized to join foreign terror groups or commit acts of terror at home. Those radicalization recruits came from these deeply segregated, isolated communities, Westrop recalled. On his YouTube, former Muslim Danny Brouawi, founder and head of the Ideological Defense Institute, predicts efforts to ban Sharia law in the US will fail. When the founding fathers wrote the Constitution, they were not thinking about Islam. You cannot ban Sharia, it will always be protected under the First Amendment as part of the religious freedom, Burami warned. Westrup believes that enough Islamist victories in state assemblies and Congress pose a threat to American foreign policy and US taxpayers. I think we should be particularly worried about the direction of public money to radicals. Both the left and the right have given huge amounts of money and public money, federal and state money, to Islamists over the past few decades. I worry that these Islamist candidates will increase that flow, Westrup said. To prevent this, Boari insists the solution starts with recognising Islam as a political system, not a religion. Recognise that a large part of its function as a political ideology similar to communism or fascism. Islam is not a religion. Islam has a religion. Islam is a political ideology that seeks to acquire power and impose its system on society. Barawi said that is not a religion and does not separate that political component by calling it Islamism as if it has nothing to do with Islam. It is Islam. Shalom, Maranatha, and Hallelujah.